Well, family, it's Yigal. Welcome back to another live here at the Dixie Pawn Convention. And with me, I have Craig from M&M Merchandisers. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, appreciate you having me.
Awesome. So you guys have been in the industry for a long
43
years in business, and then how long in the pawn industry?
43 years.
43 years.
Yep, some of them actually started in the pawn industry to service the pawn customers.
Wow.
To fill a void in new product versus just having the pawn product.
I have no idea. That's incredible.
Yep, and it's just grown over the last 43 years and started with music and went into electronics, and now we do a little bit of everything, about 7,000 SKUs overall.
So 7,000 products that you can buy from M&M, music instruments. I know there's like car audio stuff. There's jewelry, tools.
Jewelry supplies, store supplies. We have all the tools, outdoor tools. Hammers, those type of things, outdoor gear, gun cases and holsters and cleaning kits. So really it's all the big categories that are offered in a pawn shop. We do our best to support them.
Incredible. So explain to me something. A lot of people watching might say, why would I buy something new to sell in my store if I've got merchandise to sell?
So it's a value add, right?
Okay.
So you want to have a mix of new product with the used product. When the customers come into pawn, they might see a new item that they want to bring pawn merchandise back for to buy and to take with them. And today, with how quick the world's changing with Amazon and Walmart and all the e-commerce and the marketplaces that are out there, if you have a larger selection of items that you can offer, you can catch the customer and keep them, make them sticky to you long term.
Love it.
Right. So things that we're trying to do is offer a whole bunch of product where the shops don't have to keep it and store it all the time in their store. They can buy it and sell it as they get a sell.
Oh, nice. Love that. I actually walked into my brother's pawn shop the other day. It's really funny that we're talking about this. And I look on the wall, the guitar wall, and, awesome that he sold out. But he had like 2 guitars, and it kind of looked weird. And we actually talked about man, I got to call M&M and get some guitars up here.
Right.
Because he's the only shop in the area. There's no music stores for 10-mile radius.
Right.
And if somebody walks in and says, can I buy a guitar? It's like, no, sorry, they're going to go somewhere else.
Right.
So might as well have that guitar, even if it's new, at a great price, to sell it to that client.
Right. And typically, we sell items to our shops where they can turn around and make some money, and that's compressed over the last few years. But, they can still turn items and have, good profit. And, typically they even work off of our money for the first, sometimes even up to 30 days. So it makes sense just to keep that product flowing and turning through and having a good mix of offering with used pawn products as well as new products. And, some stores just use our products to help sell their pawn products.
No, and I agree with that, because the more you have. Also, I think that if you don't have something, you're missing out on getting the pawn. So if you don't have any guitars, you should buy some new guitars so people can bring in guitars to pawn.
Right. Well, and pawn offers a service that most brick and mortar retail stores don't. And they help their families get through trying times and get from paycheck to paycheck. And, you offer those things and you give that kind of service. And I think that's what makes us more unique and more niche than just another brick and mortar store down the road.
Awesome. Love that. So if people wanted to find out about M&M, where do they go? What's the website?
www.mnmwholesale.com.
mnmwholesale.com. And we'll post if you guys have any questions to Craig, let me know. We'll post it here in the group. As well as another question for you. You guys have been you guys support almost all the shows.
We do.
Are everywhere.
Yep.
How important?
We love pawn.
I'm sure you guys started for the pawn industry, but I think that it's super important to be able to be here and people see you time and time again. What happens when you come out to shows like this and you meet your clients in person?
That relationship that you build in any industry, but specifically in our industry, means the world to everyone. And the pawn is like a family. Even though we're competition, we are more like a family that wants the industry to do good. Yeah. And when we come out and we support and we donate and, we stay very up to date on legislator and law changes, things that are happening out there, and we have a convention like this, it brings the industry together. And I love them. I wouldn't miss them for anything.
And they're fun.
They are fun.
They're fun. And again, we've talked about how Perdido Beach Resort's beautiful.
Right.
So I'm coming back next year. It's funny. My wife is like, you're taking me next year. It's so nice out there. I got to go check this place out. But
I should.
Think, right?
Yeah, you should.
I showed her on Facebook Live, and she's like, I can't believe you didn't take me with you. I'm like, sorry, babe. But so for those of you watching who don't come out to these types of conventions, you got to come out. I think it's also great to meet with vendors who you do business with,
right?
And build that relationship and go have dinner, have a drink, whatever it is. Just kind of hang out. you talked about something that was great, that this is a family. One of the speakers today said that, we went from 13,000 pawn shops to probably like 8 or 8,500, and pawn shops are closing down. So I think it's very, very important for the industry to get together to, like you said, you might be competition, but if you're not working to advance, the government ideals, if you're not working to advance technology together, and if you're not supporting the vendors, the vendors are going to go away.
Well, and at these shows, the pawn shops tell their secrets of what works, what doesn't work, and what you should do. And here's how you should protect yourself, and here's how you should buy diamonds, and here's some of the things that are changing with man-mades, and all of this. But when it brings people together and it helps protect, where it's a win-win for everybody, that's really what these shows do, I think.
Love it. So check out Craig and M&M Merchandisers. If you're here at the show, stop by their booth. If you're not here at the show, check out their website or give Craig a call.
Anytime, give me a call. I'd love to talk to you.
You guys still have like the 7,000 SKUs. You guys used to have a book, right?
We still have a catalog.
It's a big catalog.
Yeah, new catalog actually comes out in about 30 days. It's pretty close.
You're competing with the Uline catalog, right?
Yeah, it feels like it most of the time. Yeah, but we haven't had one in a year and a half, and we've put all of our efforts into really redoing our website and our technology, and rolled out wireless warehouse, new hardware and software. And the one thing with print, as soon as print goes out, it's obsolete.
Yeah.
And if we can get that digital, and as we add in, because I think this year we've added in like 400 new items. And
so when you talk about adding in 400 new items, what type of items?
It could be anywhere from outdoor gear is growing, right? With a lot of things changing, and not to make this about firearms, but when things changed last year in the politics, and Dick's and Walmart making their decision to not sell to anyone 21, well, a lot of more of those customers are shifting into other areas, especially pawn. So we've had a big call for things to support firearm sales in the stores.
Awesome.
So we went through and added all, accessories and cases and lights and scopes and all of those things, because as you know, you don't make a lot of money on firearms, but you do make good money on the accessories.
Yeah, 100%.
Right. So anyway, we're just listening close to the customers to figure out what they want, and then we're going to go source and find the items that they want. And for us, when I say source, we're importing more. That way you're not competing with Walmart and Amazon. You're keeping the cost down. It's not a 3-step distribution network.
Nice.
It's a 1-step distribution network. It's from China to us to you.
I love that.
Yeah,
so you're keeping the cost down, and you allowing the pawnbroker to make more of a margin.
Right. That's
awesome.
Absolutely right. So
Great.
That's been our focus.
Awesome. So Craig, I promise, Craig, you're going to come on the podcast at some point to do like a 20-minute podcast.
Love
and we'll
it.
talk about it. Check him out. Also, if you haven't checked out the podcast, go to pawnleaders.com. Listen to it. Tons of information. We have guests on like Craig, who just you guys give everything on the podcast, and I appreciate it. Stay tuned. I'll be going live more and more throughout the day today and tomorrow. Again, Craig, thanks for being on.
No, thanks for
Appreciate
having
it.
me.
Take care.